Hello Arjun, hello Rakul, and hello Kashvi. Welcome to the Bollywood Talk Show on IWM Buzz. It's my immense pleasure to host you guys over here, even if virtually,
Thank you
but
for having us.
good to go. It's a pleasure.
Thank
I
you.
think I heard this term a few days back called raccoon. I think because you guys are working together for the first time. So I must say this that raccoon have finally come out of their cocoon with Sardar ka grandson to give us all some sukoon during this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you
वाह
so
वाह
Oh
वाह ये
वाह
तुम
वाह
करेक्ट
वाह
है
वाह
ये
वाह छा गए छा गए
तुम मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं मिले यही कैप्शन
You are Arjun's favorite person.
या
lovely, lovely. Thank you so much.
I
But
think we should do the whole
I-
interview with this rhyming thought process.
please do. I would
brings
love.
Sakoon.
Yes, raccoon come out of the cocoon to bring some sukoon.
Sukoon, correct.
Okay, so I want to ask the first question to Rakul over here. I have followed a bit of your South career, not entirely, but a little bit. Like, if I can point it out, I think Dhruva is one of my very favorite movies. I think Ram Charan ke
Thank
saath,
you.
I really like that movie. And I've been seeing your career in the Hindi entertainment industry as well. Now, both the careers, both the industries are very different from each other. What I want to know from your end, Rakul, is the fact that whenever you are coming into a new industry, is it very important to bring in more and more variations with the characters you are playing in the very initial days so that you get recognized? Because you have always been very popular in the South, but right now you're looking forward to, I would say, creating a niche in the Hindi entertainment industry as well. So does that allow you to play more and more variations in the characters you are choosing right now?
See, I was never always very popular in the South. I also began from scratch there.
Yeah.
It took me a couple of films to become popular there. So the first 3-4 films, 5-6 films, and then I could sort of make my choices of the kind of films that I wanted to do. And when you start again in a new industry, no matter what your body of work is in a particular area, it's like starting from scratch. So when I came in here when I was doing De De Pyar De, I didn't really know how do I introduce myself to people. Yes, I've done 20 films or 25 films, but they wouldn't be aware of that work. And then here I am starting from scratch, and I have to sort of build my credibility up again, and differently according to this industry, and adapt differently. So I think that is that's the thing. So once you have been working for a while, right, you also know what are your likes and dislikes. In the beginning of your career, you don't know that. So you learn as you proceed in that journey, and then you also know how the industry works, as say, per se. What is it that audiences like? What are the kind of roles that they would possibly want to see me in? All those questions you have answers to, which when you initially begin, you don't. So I'd say that, when I started back here, working here, I was just a little more experienced person, as opposed to when I did a Yaria or when I started my work in the South. So I just thought that, okay, versatility is something that if I can bring to the table, I should make an attempt. Also, you are in a position to sort of say, okay, this is not what I want and this is what I want to do, because initially you can't do that. You can't take those calls. So I don't know whether the careers are different or they are same, but I just feel that the difference is that I have evolved as a person to who I was when I was 20 to who I am now, and the choices are a reflection of that. And the constant effort would be to try keep doing different kind of work, also because I will get bored with the same kind of work. Initially I've done initially I did, okay, you do masala films and you do this and that, and then ultimately you want to experiment yourself. You don't want to go to set doing the same thing that you have done in a film. So I think it's a lot of all collective things, and that is what reflects in your choices, honestly.
Well, I heard the word evolve, and I think it's a really nice term to use, and may you keep evolving with your choices in the future as well. I want to quickly move on to Arjun Bhaiya right now. Is the fact that
Arjun,
the movie is looking very young, huh? He's looking very young. I love that hairdo as well. So I want to ask you this question that I saw the movie just yesterday, and what I realized from the movie is the fact that it holds the traditional Indian values of a family culture very well. It is something which we probably miss in today's time a lot because of whatever form of genres we make movies in. I want to know that when you were a part of the process in this movie, obviously you must have had certain passing thoughts from your own family and your own memories. So how did you actually use those memories to motivate yourself to bring up with an interesting performance?
So, okay, how do I answer it? The simplification is when you hear a film, you attract memories that make you correlate and you connect and you engage in saying, यार, अरे मैं ऐसे इंसान को जानता हूँ, अरे यार ये मेरे साथ हुआ, अरे यार ये मेरी दादी, अरे वो घर ऐसा है, joint family ऐसी है. You are drawing from your own personal visual palette when you're hearing a film or reading it, because that is your world, that is your mind. So I found an emotional connect because I'm very close to my grandparents. I have a history and a story with them. My grandparents have a history with Pakistan. I had a nani who was exactly like our Sardar. She was very feisty and naughty also like that. And I grew up in a joint family, one house where there was the siapa going on all the time in terms of not the madness that we showed in the film, but there was a general sense of chaos which was great fun to be part of. It attracts you as an actor because your memories are rekindled, you're attracted. Not always. In this case, because it was well written, it attracts you. It cannot always be कि हर बार स्क्रिप्ट मिलती फैमिली की तो अट्रैक्शन आती है. ये वाली बहुत अच्छी तरह लिखी थी, and it touches and moves ahead. You know, it doesn't linger too long. So I like that. When I was performing every day, it was not so much about thinking about my own memories. It's about being in the moment and being spontaneous and reacting to believing that I am Amrik. She's Radha. Sardar is Sardar. You believe that, and then the writing supports that, and then in that moment, of course, if you're able to draw from the fact that in my personal relationship, have I ever said, "Main aisa you take it or leave it"? Yes, I have. But in the shot, will I use it? No. I don't need to remember. I might remember it fleetingly. So, personal memory does help, especially in realistic films like this, which are driven by characters, relationships, families. But you can't always use them for performance. They can create an emotion or stir an energy inside you. But you try and create a little more real. I won't say real, but more real reaction to what. अगर राधा कुछ अलग कर जाए तो I have to react to that. No, I can't be stuck to my emotion alone. So you have to be a little more aware and be in the moment also. And Amrik is very different from me. Which they don't agree with, but I feel emotionally he's more stunted. I am a little more mature emotionally. So his reaction will be very different than say mine. अगर मैं राधा के सामने होता तो Arjun would react differently, Amrik would. So you have to draw the line somewhere as an actor where you can't let Arjun take over. You still have to be Amrik and you have to let the material do the talking.
I think it's very rightly pointed out, and I understand what you're saying. I want to quickly move over to Kashvi over here. The movie is coming at a time when the entire, I would say, the world is suffering from a pandemic, and obviously because of the pandemic, I would say the closeness that we probably have in terms of our closeness to the family, that has always increased to a great extent because of the pandemic. So do you think because of this factor, is it going to add to the perks of the movie in general? Because I think when it comes out and the family can get to see it together, do you think it's an additional perk in itself?
In a sense, I think when we were writing it, we didn't expect to be in this situation. But yes, at the end of the day, when we created the film also, I know what I wanted is the fact that you have 5, 6, 10 people of a family going to the theatre and watching it. You know, and feeling those emotions that we're trying to evoke when it comes to family. So now the only thing is the setting is changed, which is your bedroom with your television and popcorn and Coke still. So I definitely do want that to happen because it is a very family-driven film. And even if you're alone and not with your family, what I want is for someone to watch it and pick up that phone and just say, "Oh, hi, Mom, what's up?" It's just that emotion that we want to try and evoke in everybody because, again, like you said, at this point, family is the most important thing and you realize it now. So I'm hoping that, yes, this film does eventually and just evoke that small little thing in you about family.
Well, let's just hope on that note as well. Rakul, I want to ask you this question is the fact that when I saw yesterday you playing Radha, there were different emotions. She's an emotional character. She tends to get hurt a little easily. How much of Radha is Rakulpreet Singh in reality?
A lot of it, actually. I don't get hurt easily. I think that part of me, I mean, I used to, but I don't anymore, is what I believe so. But I think the fact that she is very particular, she has an OCD of multiple things, and she needs everything to be done a certain way. No nonsense, no tolerance for nonsense sort of a girl. So I think that aspect of Radha is very me. Kashvi will agree to it, hands up.
Totally.
Yeah, her smile is telling the same as well.
And points also.
I have an OCD of time. That's an OCD. Yeah. So little things like that.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. And Arjun, I want to ask you this question that when you're a public figure, obviously a lot of the masses tend to assume. I don't believe in that line of thought personally, but a lot of masses tend to assume that okay, चलो ठीक है, ये public figure है, तो इनके बारे में हर चीज हमारा जानना, it is our right. A lot of people think that way. So sometimes because of this reason, a lot of people tend to delve a lot deeper into the personal life aspect of a particular person, a lot more than what they should actually do. I want to know your line of thought in that as to what you feel when people are, being a little too inquisitive about your personal relationships or your own personal family.
No, it's fine. It's okay. You get so much of love. You're going to get a little bit of scrutiny in the sense people want to know details. If they want to know more, means I'm relevant. I should be afraid when they don't want to know. Also, the thing is when you're an actor in this country, you sign that deal with the devil, as they say. You have to accept it. You can only hope that there is respect and regard from people who are inquisitive also. That's it. You don't expect them not to ask questions, but you should.
Sometimes do they get
you should hope
deep into that?
It doesn't really matter. See, you can dig deep. I have to give you the answer. आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो, लेकिन मेरा हक है जवाब देना या नहीं देना.
Absolutely.
मैं उतना ही उम्मीद कर सकता हूँ that you respect it at some point in time, which is which I was coming to is. Questions are inevitable. Speculation is inevitable. Gossip is something we all thrive on. हमारे गली नुक्कड़ की gossip में भी मजा आता है. Neighbor क्या कर रहा है वो भी जान के मजा आता है. वो फितरत है. Especially when you're sitting and consuming celebrities, there is a habit of talking about them like they are your friends. So what happens is you tend to not draw the line. At one level you respect it and understand it's part of the profession. At another level you have to realize we are also human beings. So थोड़ी सी इज्जत बरकरार रखे, बस उतनी उम्मीद कर सकते हो. हालांकि there is a very big difference between the media asking a question and being asked by a genuine person or being asked by a troll. There are three various degrees. एक इंसान आपको जाने अनजाने में कुछ पूछ ले because वो actually कुछ जानना चाहता था, वो एक चीज होती है. मीडिया को रिसर्च करके अगर पूछे तो you to understand whether researched आदमी है या ऐसे ही जानबूझ के उंगली कर रहा है. और तीसरा होता है जिस आदमी को मजा आता है आपसे वो सवाल पूछ के जिसका आप 10 बार नहीं जवाब देना चाहते. तो बहुत अलग अलग किस्म की चीजें होती है. आप you need to be intelligent as a celebrity to understand किसकी नीयत कितनी साफ है जब वो inquisitive होने की कोशिश करता है.
And I think that realization happens over time and experience as well.
Of course. It's also, see, there are some people who are not interested in answering at all. So then they also distance themselves. They don't indulge. Some people are okay answering. Then you have to find your own limitations over the course of time.
Yeah. I think it's truly an individual's call, and I totally agree on that as well. Kashvi, I must point this out to you. I think somewhere I read, I think just yesterday only I was reading about, Sardar ka grandson and all. And one article I read where Neena Gupta ji is expressing her happiness that this is the first time in her entire career जहाँ पे उनके character के नाम पे movie का title है. I spoke to her just today morning. I sent her a text message as well, and she was very happy about that part as well. So did she ever discuss that part with you, or it was just too casual? I mean, did she come up with that discussion?
No, actually she realized it while we were in the midst of introducing. 1 second, my character name is actually the title. She realized it while we were in it. Honestly, this film has gone to 1,000,001 titles because we were always trying to find the beat of the film. But eventually and somehow very organically, we realized that it is a story about these two characters. Just put the name out there, and that is what the story and the film is about. So
How sweet is that? And our happiness tells it all.
This title didn't exist while we made a film. There was no title to this film. This film was untitled, untitled Nikhil Advani project, untitled Arjun Rakul film. untitled cross-border romance.
Yeah. For the longest time, I kept saying that Arjun wala film na, that Arjun wala film na, that Arjun wala, and you know, actually somebody came and said, "You are not in the film or what?" Matlab, I said, but how do I address the film because it's untitled? How do I?
I used to always say, "अरे वो निखिल sir वाली film." So they said, "अच्छा निखिल." I said, "Yeah, Nikhil." So but they're like, "Nikhil sir, Nikhil advanced." So I had to explain who the producer is, then come to the director, then come. So then eventually it became Arjun Rakul wali film. So it was the same thing for me.
From Arjun wala film to Rakul wale film. I think that's quite a transition in itself. But Rakul, this question stands very pertinent and relevant. As I correctly said in the beginning itself, that the film is a lot about, the family values and traditional beliefs that we carry forward as human beings. I want to know that whatever little bit of learning that you have had from your own parents or from your own grandparents, so to say, how much has that actually helped in shaping up Rakulpreet Singh as a person in today's time?
I think it all begins from what you learn at home, right? I think the skeleton of who you are is a fact of whatever your parents have sort of instilled in you, and that comes from what the grandparents have instilled in them. So I think it goes a long way. I mean, if I stand for a certain set of values or righteousness or the way I do things, or if I call myself a walking, talking timetable and I say I'm a disciplinarian, that comes from the fact that my dad is one. He's an army guy who's always been so disciplined, and I have followed that footsteps. And similarly, the fact that I'm someone who values family a lot and I'm very basic that way is because of what's been taught to me. Or the fact that I don't take my profession too seriously. I take my job seriously, but not the fact that everything else that comes with it. And I try to disconnect after pack up and be the same girl who started out so many years back. And be as basic as possible, is because my parents don't take my stardom seriously. I think so a lot of it also comes from how they treat you. And which is how it should be, so that I don't start flying high, which is how I love it that way. So I think a lot of it also comes from how people around you, how your family treats you now, as opposed to what they have instilled in you when you're growing up. And all of it is them, and then of course you learn things on your journey, on your way. You become the person that you do become, with your highs and your lows. But yes, a lot of it is always what comes from family.
Absolutely. I must ask this question to Arjun, is the fact that when we talk about the project in general and the overall situation that we have right now, I think it's still a good thing to point out. I think you're completing 10 years, I think in 2022, right? So that's almost like...
Yeah, it'll be 1 year from now. Abhi 9 saal.
So what I want to know is that, have you reached that stage in your career where you are just picking scripts based on your instincts? Nobody actually has that hack ki kaun sa perfect script hota hai. But do you just go forward with script selection on the basis of instincts right now?
I think that's always the intent. Even pehle bhi wahi tha. In fact, I feel pehle zyada instinctive or impulsive tha main. I was a little bit more. Then eventually you think of certain parameters that come to mind and certain opportunities. You get a lot more offers as time proceeds, right? The first 2 years you get lesser films, so you select maybe from what impulsively appeals. Then after that you give 1 or 2 successful films, you get more offers. When you get more offers, then you choose, because there are certain directors you want to work with, certain stories you feel that you want to tell. You don't only rely on the impulse of the entire script alone, but you rely on working with certain genres or certain thoughts or certain philosophies, certain subjects, certain people you affiliate with, and then eventually you mix that together after a bit, and you realize impulse and instinct ke saath you have to look at the bigger picture also from time to time. So you try and find a balance. Mostly we fail. And I think average is that we don't always succeed in finding that balance, because kya hota na, like recently I read a script that I said I want to do this, like I have to do this film, but then you realize, then after 6 days I was like, but yaar ye aisi hai, usme ye problem, oh shit, can I do this, am I capable, god, I have to work really hard for that. And then you start doubt, but the impulse is I want to do it, so that you stick to that and then build from there. But so many times it's happened to me where I've impulsively wanted to do something, I've not been able to do it because there have been other factors that have come in, date issues, etc., etc. So it's a combination. I have to say, after 10 years, I can safely say it's easier to say no to films than say yes.
Okay. That's
because you can run away from not wanting to do films that you're 70% sure of also. But it's like that 100% wali feeling, na.
Conviction, right?
No, as time proceeds, you don't always feel that 100%. You need to also realize हर बार script 100% नहीं आती, आपको कई बार बनाना भी पड़ता है. तो कई बार you as an actor feel, okay, where do you want to work towards making it? Like, this might not be my cup of tea to get involved. Sometimes, like if I may say so, Sardar Ka Grandson was almost there, but then I feel once I said yes, then we worked on it and made it slightly more better or worse now, depending on what you guys feel. But कुछ थोड़ी और मेहनत, तो वो मेरी एक impulse थी. But हर बार वो impulse नहीं थी कि यार ये director respond करेगी correctly, ये producer will be collaborative. So it's very unique. After 10 years, I can say every film has a unique reason to say yes or no.
I think that's really interesting, and that makes it all the way more, I would say, exciting when you select scripts in the future as well. One last question before we wrap this up with Kashbi, of course. It's a very cliche question, but it's absolutely incomplete if I don't ask you this question. Arjun and Rakul have been paired, on screen for the first time. What made you feel that they would be ideal as Amrish and Radha?
Honestly, it's because the character lend themselves to them personally. Also the fact that when you narrated the first line of the script, the one line of the script, when the person's eyes just, light up and you're like, okay, they had that investment from their side, I think came immediately, and that kind of really intrigues you as a maker. And the fact that a lot of, in the sense, small little personality things, like the way Rakul just carries himself is a very Radha Lakshmi type of thing. I mean, I know Arjun says that he's not the character, but not because he's emotionally or any of those things. It's just how much fun he is. How his one-liners borrowed you are.
Yeah, I'm a hoot.
His one-lines in the film. They've used those moments in the film. So I think they really lend themselves to the character, and a lot of the character building also has happened with their characteristics. So,
all I would like to say is I've come out of my cocoon and given the audience sukoon. That's it. That is it.
I'm so happy that this is getting used. Lovely.
These are the things I will edit out of this.
But thank you so much, guys, for joining me over here. Tough times, but you guys have made our audience smile. Thank you so much. And I love the movie, and I wish you guys all the best for whatever you're doing in the future as well.
Thank you.
And God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.